That's Luis.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly formed...
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about this...
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crack...
No. He would end the tournament.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How can... But the throne's decided by the king, not this
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be it.
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard!
We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have...
Hail! His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon...
Let's go. We reclaim the...
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
We have no...
If there really is...
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your...
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassin.
Assassins? Then we're in good... That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace.
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate...
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your truth?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Judge these ruffians.
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis and handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's case was put...
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait.
You identify... Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Reese? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Louise! But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Louise.
Did he just kill Sanctifex?
No.
Nothing to see here! The festival is cancelled! Lord Luis.
What's going on?
Good people! You have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassin. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to... What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
You're supposed to be...
In a sense.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fella?
No! Zorba?
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand. And the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your...
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far great, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden, and after that it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect it to die.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death.
Why'd you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us? Ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my... Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks.
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. In other words, the curse's victim still draws me. for that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your... So, His Venerable Highness the Prince, where is he? Speak or die.
Please, spare us!
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Don't!
Out of the way!
What?
Why?
Go! Run!
Right.
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two have faltered.
Vitelio!
Hey! Wake up!
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del?
Del!
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Lord Luis, that's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our... We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we ain't more.
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall tear them limb from...
This way!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered...
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Zell? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please.
Shit!
Come, make it.
Oh. It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for sanctity.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a crew, worst case.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's all right. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Telling you he couldn't choose where to snuff. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for...
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might...
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted. Guess that means it was someone other than Forden after all.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time. Damn it all!
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Luis knows the prince is alive. Surely that's far from my...
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any...
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead.
Tell?
Seems you made it up.
Are you alive? But back then? Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick.
Basilio, sorry. From here...
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never... Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll all...
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You're... Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight, but why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line.
This time I'll meet. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot, from before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad. Thanks.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Santifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport of it.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the Church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share Forden's strength.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience? Assembled Lord?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal successor to His Eminence Sanctifex.
This girl? She is your...
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. So, if anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me.
See sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is...
Well...
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but the people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella. Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next...
Even so,
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis?
Well...
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an...
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all, gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing?
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she...
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to...
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella...
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to... If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, after all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Frontrunner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity is His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up...
So many obstacles. What do...
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince.
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty.
I don't think it's a bad idea, though.
Do you not get how...
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to...
Wait, just think about this. He's elder, the royal family's Clamar, and have been for generations. His appearance would be the...
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark. I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the...
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I can't back.
Wow.
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed. I am humbled once more. I pledge my soul.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're...
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a pot. My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished. Can't let the lad...
Can we talk?
What now? this? All right then. Where to?
Sam?
All right then. What now?
I'm tired. Something up?
All right then. Sure.
Good night.
Yeah.
You. I mean...
No. Hey, mate. So...
Right.
Ah.
Then...
Whatever. Leave it to me.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or...
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster. Couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but...
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change.
St. Rella is here.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus of the Crown. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late Sanctifex. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse...
The saint herself is to be our queen. No!
Chill out for just jumping mid-race like that. Everyone seemed pretty...
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. However...
Listen to that roar. I think Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that's to be expected if she's the
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up...
I object, Rella! You have no true experience in the political world. and you would rise to Santefex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his leg.
Master Guido, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is... Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of Sanctism.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't...
The man has no charisma.
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd...
Friends!
Is that Luis's god?
As usual, I find you all embroiled.
What is your...
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth.
What?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach? You preach the true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weak. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no...
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I see no more reason to forbid the kill.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's...
Oh, King! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield and claim life. The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why can't...
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means everything. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never... Only a madman claims lies and contradictions once existed.
Luis Guyaburn. What manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases. He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No! Your late majesty!
Do not fear, my... Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be... Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always...
Sister...
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid Come, O King! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without...
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose.
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
You see that light just...
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no...
Then this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism's shadow! The fog of deception has finally cleared! There is no God! Think hard on your salvation, and whether you...
No. He would... It's true. His Majesty has broken... If it is...
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing... I can finally face... A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive. Luis, you will never... The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hythlodius the last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of...
His Highness the Prince? What? His Highness?
His Highness the Prince! They're mad, the lot of them.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself...
Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister? I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but... The time for... His Highness the Prince has elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother... The Prince was...
Enough of
You! A bold gambit. To reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Nobody could find them. So be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. You want to talk? Please step...
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that. My magic. Nothing's happening. What's going...
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more.
see that? Those were thorned vines. But... Sister...
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eyes.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country.
Saint Rella...
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There's...
Sister! What have you done to
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes Luis claims that there is no God. That true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools?
Saint Rella...
I will save the people of this land, in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties.
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free...
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for... Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers, because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of...
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not All you can do now is kill the cup. As heiress to the Sanctis Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis, nor Juna. I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctis Church lie buried. A place I...
Isn't that...
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined everything. The church, my authority, everything. You will never leave this city alive. I am Guido, of the warrior monks, and in God's name,
Oi! They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to get...
Norris! Swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation?
That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky!
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Eurus! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
What the?
Not yet. Trust your technology, Eurus. It's time.
Let's
Possible. It can fly.
Yeah! We're flying like a rally bird with wings and all.
Did you not see that? How do you like that?
My ears are popping.
This might take some getting used to.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky runner!
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother.
A bit of faith.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
I always knew Nurse.
Only because you're as bold and big-headed as I am, what? Really, old boy, I'd not be here without you to give me the push I need.
So, about...
We must pursue Pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is ready.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie?
My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom.
Lady Julia, I've got to ask. What was St. Rella like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold?
No! It can't be. I don't... Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never... That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any...
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you...
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thought. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Yes.
Juna, would you prefer...
I can't afford... If at the last minute I can't face it, Then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared and...
Lady Juna. What's the matter? It's plain to see something's...
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the... I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.